Hello there, people of the internet. My name is Udwejigero, and this is Political Headache. Today I'm in the studio with Joakim Simiyu. Joakim Simiyu, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Several things have happened in this country that make Ruto look really good. First of all is he has been giving a lot of motisha to the people that are playing for Harambee Stars, the players. He gave them 1 million each for a win, 500,000 for a draw. And then he's giving them, he added them. That last game was crazy. You took off because you had a ticket and never showed up at the stadium.
I gave out the ticket because I got held up elsewhere, taking care of some personal business. That's why.
When you talk about personal business, this is the politicians who talks about personal business. I have to go. They come for a meeting for 1 minute and then they have to go.
Yes.
And then we had we saw the party at State House of Ruto giving young men jobs, and then Kasakaja was doing the same thing. We saw Ichungwa doing the same party. Was it in Kiambu or somewhere? And then we saw the vice president, the deputy president in Meru also offering goodies. We saw Wanga in the government is working, correct?
The type of working that Kenyans are looking for is not the working that we are seeing. Kenyans are looking for a government that is working, but a little bit differently. Because in terms of empowerment and economic development of the country, if you are not talking about income and employment, then you are doing nothing as far as the economy of the country is concerned. What we are seeing, what we are witnessing happening around, I can clearly define it as tokenism that has no ground on changing the lives of the Kenyan people. Let me give you, for instance, if I'm a Mamboga who on daily basis buys vegetables worth 500, and at the end of the day, she doesn't sell all the vegetables. She sells vegetables of about 300 shillings. Then the stock of about 200 goes to the next day. You do not empower such a mamamboga by giving her another sack full of sukuma. Because the reason why she sold vegetables worth 300 and not the whole stock is because of consumer ability of the people. That people are able to come and buy if they have money. But kama we stock ya 500 hauuzi umalize na nikuja nikuongezee gunia ingine ya sukuma, and I call it empowerment. That is not empowerment. At the end of the day, utalala na hiyo sukuma, kwanza italala mingi kwa sababu every other mama mboga now has more vegetables.
But your assumption is that they had vegetables before they were given vegetables.
Yes, they have it. The biggest question people are asking is about ability of the people to purchase goodies. That is bargaining power in the people is the one that we are talking about. If you have a kiosk, you sell maybe say githeri and uji. Then you say in a day you sell githeri of about 2,000. How do I make you sell more? 2,000. Do I bring you another gunia ya mahindi na maharagwe? Because I must ask myself, why is it that you are selling githeri of 2,000? Is it because people don't want it? Or is it because that's the best you can do? You must ask yourselves. The things we are witnessing around, like giving of motorbikes.
Which I think is a good thing.
If you give 100 or let me say 30 young men one motorbike.
One motorbike?
Yes, 30 young men.
Why? This is exactly what happened.
Our friends went to State House. Our friends, people that we know, people that we talk to each other. And they can tell you what happened. I'm a friend to so many people who went to State House. And I'm not seeing them finding it meaningful that they went there. The only thing they thank Ruto for, good meals and a lot of soda. Immediately that function was over. In the evening, we started asking questions. That now that these people have been given motorbikes, why are we not? Why are we not? Why are we not seeing them riding these motorbikes home? The following day in the evening, some people, we saw the bloggers of government posting pictures of people on motorbikes at the gate of State House. That's the day after the function. The motorbikes we saw didn't have side mirrors. The occupants of the motorbikes didn't have helmets. That begs the question, why hold a function today and then post a picture of people on these motorbikes tomorrow? And there is a statement going viral on social media. I don't know if it's true. But if it's true, then we are so doomed.
What is the viral statement?
Where Prime Cabinet Musalia Mudavadi says that the motorbikes that we had at State House, they were taken back to the companies to be licensed so that they can later be given to people. The question is, do companies license motorbikes? Who gives licenses? This is the government.
Where was Musalia Mudavadi, had saying this?
That's why I started by saying I'm not sure if it's true, but if it is, then it paints a very grim picture. The kind of empowerment that we are looking for is the kind of empowerment that it's a multi-sectoral empowerment, where everyone benefits according to their level in life. What parameters did the government use to decide that this young man needs a motorbike, and this one needs a trolley of eggs, and the other one needs a car wash machine? Have you thought about the educational qualification of this person you are giving a motorbike? How about maybe the young man you are giving a motorbike is a graduate of actuarial science. This person is an accountant. We want a country where every sector flourishes, that you can become a journalist, you study journalism, and you don't end up as a trolley operator in Gikomba. Because that's exactly what the government is doing. That you, now that there are no jobs, even with your enormous educational qualification, you can be a trolley operator, you can be a handcart puller, you can be a border operator. I want to tell you very confidently that no one, absolutely no one wants to be a handcart puller. It's there, they are there because it's the only thing they can have. So the word empowerment, I think, in our political sphere is a word that has been overly misused. That's why I don't like using it. I like using a term self-reliance, that you can create an environment where you don't have to go to State House to afford a suit of 10,000. We are living in a country where, for you, some of the people we are seeing around, you have to show up at State House so that the next day you can afford a suit of 10,000. We have sunk that low. If all sectors were flourishing without the interference of the government, you do not have to go to State House to afford a motorbike if you wanted one. You do not have to go there to afford a trolley worth 10,000 yamayai. If the situation is so bad that people long for such things, then you must ask ourselves, what is the situation on the ground? How about those people who didn't get a chance to go to State House? How do they survive? So as we think about empowerment, are we really empowering people, or we are making them our slaves? We are living in a country where someone sells his kidney, goes and buys a motorbike. Alafu, he starts a boda business with that motorbike. Because of baridi ya boda, the other kidney fails. Once the other kidney fails, this person now sells this motorbike so that he can get money for dialysis. Once the money for the motorbike finishes, now he has no money to treat himself. He dies a very miserable death. He sold the kidney with an aim of bettering their life. That is a country where we are, and people are saying that we are now empowering our young people. We are not empowering them. We are making them a hand-to-mouth. We are making people a hand-to-mouth population. I don't see empowerment in anything that we are witnessing around the country. If we talk about housing, because it was paraded as a solution to unemployment among the people, and we are asking questions about how will the young people get jobs on the affordable housing project. Then they told that the young people will form groups that will be given tenders of supplying material on the affordable housing project. I want to challenge them to publish groups of young people who have been given tenders. And I want to see very ordinary young people who have nobody before them. They just showed up with a proposal. It was scanned, and they were awarded a tender. I want to challenge them if that really happened. Because I was asking, as we parade this project as a solution to our development issues, what if my girlfriend is a nurse? What if my wife did health records? What job will you give my wife on this affordable housing project? What if my brother did teaching? How does affordable housing offer a job to a teacher? That's why we are talking about ensuring that the whole country, in all sectors, there are chances of people getting employed. We are poorer than we were at independence. At independence, the poorest Kenyan had 8 acres of land. Right now, if you are poor, you are poor. You are in town, you are living in a rental house. At home, you have no land of your own. So you become more dependent than your grandfather, who had less education than you. And you have an education that does not benefit you in any way. You went and did meteorology. In this country, I have never had a meteorologist retiring. So getting a job becomes a problem. And when you insist you want a job, they send you to affordable housing to go and carry bricks and do steel fixing. So I want a country where everyone can get a job in the sector that they want, not being bundled into one area.
How about Sakaja? Sakaja was also giving a lot of jobs the other day, 3,500 jobs.
What jobs?
What I wondered was why they had to create another business.
When you go to the office of Nairobi County, Kanjos are there with the vuvuzelas asking for payment.
When?
Today, go there.
Today?
They have been there for a week.
Really?
Yes. So what jobs is Sakaja giving out?
He said that he has started a company that is going to be registered and is going to be giving 3,500 jobs.
A company of what?
That is what I did not understand. Because
why register a private company and so that you can they can be given jobs.
That is what I didn't understand.
3,000 jobs. How large is that company? Yani inaanza hivi with 3,000 jobs.
3,500.
Hata pani paper haikuwa. Hata Safaricom haija employ watu namna hiyo. You know, these people feed us things that when you think about them, you wonder who is not using their brain here. Is it me or him? You understand? Is it that we
Tell me about the Vuvuzela thing. What is going on at State House?
Kanjos have not been
at the City Hall.
Kanjos have not been paid.
Which kanjos? The one that wako na Bakora town ama ni gani?
Mimi najua ni kanjo. And you see EcoBank Towers.
Yes.
I was there yesterday. It's just adjacent from the county headquarters. And people were in the compound ululating and demanding payment. Salary was not paid to county government workers. And there is no explanation. They cannot say they are not getting enough revenue.
Because in my head, they are getting a lot of revenue per day.
Yes. You know, there was a time when you get employed in a county. Watu wanaona umefaulu bwana. Huyu anafanya kazi na county. Siku hizi ukisema unafanya kazi kwa county, mtu anakuuliza umekula. Because you could be hungry. Apart from the big honchos in these county governments.
I saw Sakaja with the chase cars the other day, being received like a prime minister.
Yes.
At some club somewhere.
You know, when we talk and say that the economy is not working, they don't understand. And I understand them for not understanding our concerns. Because their economy is working. Their economy, the economy for the political class and the people in government, it's purely working. So when you say that the economy is not working, they don't understand what you are saying. Because someone registers a company today, and tomorrow it has employees, the way Sakaja is saying. He's been awarded a tender to supply some things. In a month or so, he's raking in millions. The economy is working. Someone is guaranteed that a salary will come in, allowances will come in. So when you say that the economy is working, they wonder which country do you live in. They don't understand that you live in a formal sector and nothing is trickling down to that sector. That the government is now doing things meant for private sector. In school, we were not taught that government can do business. It only facilitates business. But our government is doing business.
Which business is our government doing?
Let me go back to affordable housing. If the issue is really affordable housing, then the private sector would have identified that gap long before the government did. And when the private sector identifies a government niche, they do everything to attend to that niche. Like, what the government can do is to avail credit for the private sector. And the private sector will identify the gap in government and they will solve it. If it's really a housing issue, you as Jagero will identify a housing issue in Muhoroni, in Kisumu. You will go there and build houses. I will identify mine. If I had money and I can go to a bank and take a loan, I will go build houses in Bungoma.
The difference is that they were saying that the people cannot afford the houses that then would be built by the private sector. They would not be able to afford it.
Will the people afford houses that are being built by government?
I have no clue. What is the fine print?
What is the difference in price margins? What is it?
I don't know how it works. How does it work?
How do you get a bed seat of 1.9 million in Busia?
A what?
A bed sitter. Because what are the rates of bed sitter on affordable housing?
I don't know. What do you know? Can you explain to me?
1.9 million.
1.9 million for
a bed sitter. Even if it's a one bedroom. In Busia, 1.9 million. That's a lot. That's money you can buy land and build a 3-bedroom house. Na ununue ng'ombe kidogo uconnect maji kwa dam.
Who is selling affordable housing for 1.9 million in Busia?
Government. I asked you a question about the affordable housing. Before you even think about a lot of things, just imagine this, that you've given someone your land, you've given them money, they come and build a house on your land with the money you gave them, and later on they say, now they want to sell this house to you at an affordable price.
So you are saying that the government is building on our land?
Yes, with our money. And come to sell those same houses to us, quote unquote, at an affordable price. Look at the prevailing market rates for a bed sitter.
In Busia?
In Busia. Then look at the government's proposal of how a bed sitter will cost on affordable housing. And look at the difference. And calculate between going to affordable housing and building your own house. I was asking questions. There could be a teacher somewhere who has been teaching for the last 30 years. Maybe they took a loan. Teachers are the people who know how to manage money, sometimes even more than economists. So this teacher who took a loan just at the onset of his employment, bought land and built a house. He's been servicing his loan for the last 30 years.
Yes.
And now, it is 5 years remaining before he retires. Now, he's just made a sigh of relief that in these 5 years have remained, I will save ile nitakula in retirement. Then President Ruto shows up on TV and says, now we need affordable housing. And that teacher who took a loan 30 years ago is supposed to pay for his house. That we will build a house for you. You tell them, no, I have my own house. No, we know what your problem is. You need a house. Forcibly raid your payslip, slash some money from your payslip. Then they go find some fallow public land. They build that house there. So how is that teacher going to benefit? And when we asked questions at that time, they said, no, we are going to buy these houses, to build these houses for people who can't afford houses. Actually, the president talked about people living in shanties, and he told them that we want to use the money on the pay slips of other Kenyans so that we can build houses for you. Kasema hawa wangwana wanaleta vitina, sisi tunataka tutumia pesa yao kidogo, tujenge nyinyi nyumba. Okay.
Alisema hawa wangwana wanaleta vitina.
Eti watu wa payslip ndo hawataki wakatwe kwa sababu wao wako na nyumba, wanakasirika watu wengine wakipata nyumba. That was his reasoning. I remember he was somewhere in Nyanza making those statements.
Hawa wangwana.
So later on, it emerged that the only person who will get a house is a person who has been paying, who has been deducted. That your money has been deducted and being channeled towards affordable housing.
You are the only one who can buy.
Yes.
Now it's no longer people with Kibra.
Yes. So how does that work? It will be better if the government said, a willing person. If you want a house, now we can deduct some money on your pay slip, or we agree on how you are going to pay if you are in unemployed or self-employed. But forcing everyone becomes a problem. That's why I'm saying that sometimes projects come up with very colorful names and they look like they have a very good intention. But when you look at the effect they have on the people, it's very negative.
I hope that you are enjoying that episode, people of the internet. You know, everybody says there is no job, and that is true. Also, that was me 10 years ago. The problem is that everybody is trying to get a job in their own town, in their own city, in their marketplace. They ask friends for jobs, mothers call uncles, uncles call fathers, but there are no jobs, right? Let me tell you what no one is telling you. Jobs migrated online. What I actually mean is there are many, many jobs around the world and there is no one to do them. I have worked for a long time online, I think more than 10 years. I work for Americans, I work for Europeans, I work for the Chinese, the Australian, Canadians, the Ugandans, name all of them. And last year, I had a eureka moment. I said to myself, you know what? I should compile what I have been doing for the last 15 years. So in 2024, I wrote a book called Gold Mine, 18 Side Hustles for Africans. And it sold a lot of copies. In fact, I was going for, sometimes I was receiving 500 orders in a day. In 2025, something happened. AI came. I think in 2025, AI came. AI came in 2024, but in 2025, it is here with us. And people say AI is taking away their jobs. And for me, I'll say false. There are actually AI jobs. Now, mimi ni nani? I created more jobs. We now have in my book 25 online and offline side hustles that you can do anywhere in the world, whether you are in the village, whether you are in your small town, whether you're in a marketplace, whether you are in your house, you can do them. In this powerful volume 2, I share 25 new actionable online hustles specifically researched and tailored for Africans. My new book provides clear step-by-step guidance, drawing from my extensive experience and research, including the mistakes I have made and lessons I have learned over 15 years in this online job market. You can become an executive assistant to busy folks in Europe, America, and Canada. You can also get paid for tasks like watching videos and taking online surveys. There are many of them and they're in my book. You can also build a business as a virtual assistant, start an e-commerce without a shilling. You can also become an affiliate marketer or an online English tutor. And you can also do tens of AI jobs, and they're all in these books. If you have a job, that is fine, but I know around you there are so many people that are always looking for jobs and at home watching Netflix. Buy this book for your brother, for your sister, for your mother, cousin, husband, who is back at home all day, all night watching Netflix. Okay? Buy it for your friend, that friend who is always asking you for cash, you can buy this book for them. All the information is in the description below. You can also inbox me, you can WhatsApp me, or you can go to my website, which is oduorjagero.co.ke. The book is only 1,000 Kenya shillings. Or if you're anywhere around the world, the book is $10. So thank you very much. Back to programming.
Some actions are being undertaken without a robust civic engagement. And that alone should bring a very big uproar. Like, for example, right now as we are here, do you know what is being built along Kenyatta Avenue? Hapo karibu na
I hear they are building a corridor, or it's some kind of lane.
No one knows what is being built.
People have tried to talk about it,
Yes.
like Kenyans.co.ke. I had trying to explain what it is.
No one knows. Up opposite All Saints Cathedral, there are some things being built along the way. Tunauliza, hii ni nini inajengwa hapa? They say, there is a word they say, sijui ni vault, and no, it's not. But if hii mabati na hizi pillars mnajenga ni temporary, why plaster them? Do you plaster something you will demolish tomorrow? No. What is being built? Who is the contractor? Which project? Who is financing it? Is it from our taxpayers' money?
They said it is from Kura.
Then they should have, who gazetted that project? Or what is the process of doing such projects?
Have you made your research? Have you done your research and realized that it appears nowhere?
The fact that we are here and asking questions tells you that it appears nowhere. And I'm going to dig deeper so that next time when we talk about it, we will not just be wondering what is it, we'll be telling people what it really is, because we will find the truth. Because people working on that project will tell us what is happening.
What is the criteria that the government used to get people to State House?
They used their people on the ground, members of parliament, MCAs. So MCA anatuma watu wake ground, wanabeba watu.
What do you mean kubeba?
So unaambiwa ingia kwa hii gari twende State House. And they know they will get people. Why? Because people have nothing to do. Ukiwa tu mtaa umetulia unasikia kuna venye unaweza enda State House utoke na 2,000. Unaambia mama leo utakula nyama.
People were being given 2,000.
Yes.
Every person that went to State House was given 2,000.
Yes.
And then taken back to wherever they came from.
Through that bus. By the facilitation of members of parliament and MCS.
You don't think that's a good idea?
How good is it? I'm telling you, 3 months from now, I'm looking at something that can be done that can actually change even the circulation of money in the country.
One of the things that I find very troubling sometimes with the government is that, well, you've called it tokenism, and it's a very bad way of trying to help a country or to plug a country that is bleeding. Because, for example, somebody like some of the guys that work here, one did literature and communication at the university, the other one did this and the other one did that. Sometimes when the government is thinking about the people, they are thinking about, for lack of a better word, people that have not gone to school. Is that who they are thinking about? Because I am imagining that somebody was a master's degree in, let's say, something. What can we say? Master's degree in
global health.
In global health or international relations, who does not have a job. So you are going to line this person at State House and giving them a crate of eggs.
Or a crate of eggs.
A crate of eggs.
And a tuk-tuk of...
It's very interesting, but I don't know. It's
very downgrading.
Vyambutino was saying that it's for the optics. It's for the.
You know what the president cared about was the people being seen at State House. That was his end goal. Whatever you say after it, he's already achieved.
So how does people being seen at State House helping us?
He's creating an image that the young people have no problem with the president. And they can actually vote for him because you saw them at State House and cheering him.
Oh, I see.
Yes, that's the intention. Hii ingine empowerment, hiyo ni yenu.
Hii ingine ni yenu.
Hiyo ni yenu. That's why we are here hurting our heads, trying to think about how people can get jobs. That's not his intention. His intention was to see people at State House, to create an impression that I have no problem with the people. Wale watu ambao wanasema mimi ni mbaya ni wale tu wanataka kuchukua power. Hakuna ati tuko na shida.
Si ukweli hivyo vile vinasema. Si ukweli.
It's not true.
There are so many power grabbers out there lacking. Some are in the USA, some are in Kenya.
If you have power and you look like you are not using it well, what is the problem when someone else wants it? You have a studio like this and I can see you are not using this. So I can tell you, Jagero, and let's say this studio is public. does not belong to you. Watu wamekupigia kura wakasema, now the host at political headache is Jagger. Then we are seeing how you are hosting guests tunaza hapana. Ulikuja kama viewership yetu iko in hundreds of thousands. Sasa hii tuna struggle kufika 20k. Wewe toka. Alafu unaenda unasema mimi nataka niwaeleze. Wale wanataka kukuja pale ni vitina wako nayo.
Ni vitina wako nayo.
And you know, all throughout the career of President Ruto, he's a master of blame games. Master of blame games. It's always someone else doing something wrong, not him.
Are you trying to say that President Ruto is like Trump?
They have similarities. President Ruto blamed Uhuru of handshaking Raila and their agenda ikakwama. He blamed, akiwa deputy president, ali blame every other person. Ukimuuliza mambo ya stadium, anakwambia wacha nikueleze. Sisi tulikuwa tumepanga. Huyu muganga akakuja. Sasa mambo yetu ikakwama, meli ikazama.
Huyu muganga?
Yes. Tukaingia kwa rege ya BBI, sasa tuko hapa. Right now, you know what he will say in 2027? If the relationship with him and Raila will not be okay,
yes,
atawageuzia.
Aseme nini?
Who is in charge of treasury?
Mbadi.
Who is in charge of energy?
I don't Opia Wandai.
Hey. Who is in charge of mining and the blue economy?
Huyo jamaa wa Mombasa.
Cooperatives and SMEs? Oparanya.
Yes.
They are literally in charge of everything that matters. Energy, pesa, biashara, na mining. Minerals of the country. So anaweza wageuzia aseme shida sio yeye. Hawa wangwana walipiga kelele na kizungu mingi. Hata wale watu
Yufara.
Wale watu nilikuwa nimechagua hawajui kazi. Si nilipatia John Mbadi. Si mambo sasa ikaharibika kabisa. At the experts.
My goodness.
Hata wageuzia. Sema mimi mambo ya stima kulikuanga na mambo mingi nikapatia huyo expert, huyo pia Wandai. Mambo ya pesa nikapatia huyu ndugu Oparanya. Mambo ya mining nikapatia Joho. Sasa mimi shida yangu iko wapi jameni? Hii mambo yetu ilikwama, sasa nataka mnipatie tamu nyingine tunyoroshe hii maneno. Watajitetea waseme nini? Unajua wangejitetea kama hawangepewa nafasi. Lakini watajitetea wakisema aje?
Kwa sababu ulipewa?
Yes. John bado ulikuwa unasimama parliament ukisema this is wrong. Now you have a chance to do something right. What did you do? What difference did you make? That becomes the biggest question.
Atasema wale wenye wanataka serikali saizi wale niliwaalika kwa serikali yangu.
Yes. Sasa ni nini wanataka kufanya ile hawangefanya? Sini hawa tu ni vitina wanataka kuniharibia jina.
President Ruto is a very interesting guy, you know? You know I like that guy.
Hata wageuzia mbaya. When I look at him and I imagine what he can do if this thing happens this way.
Yeah.
Unakumbuka hiyo maneno. Hata wakosane, hata wageuzia mbaya mbovu. Wameshikishwa handball, hawezi ruka.
Wameshikishwa handball?
Yes.
ODM?
Kabisa.
Haji?
In the minds of Kenyans.
Okay.
ODM was a party with an alternative government. With the people who look like they really understand what the issue is. And once given a chance, ni vile tu wanaibi wangu, lakini wangepata. Watu hii nchi ingekuwa tofauti. The people who are perceived as the best brains in ODM now have a chance. Opiyo Wandayi, John Mbadi, Oparanya alikuwa waziri wa planning, na Joho. So what will be their excuse? Ya kusema, this is why we didn't deliver. Will they blame Ruto for micromanaging them? Will they? Say, tulikuwa tufanye kazi lakini Ruto alikuwa anatusumbua. Kama Ruto alikuwa anawasumbua and you used to ululate and sing for him. Have you seen speeches made by leaders from Nyanza in Homa Bay? It has nothing to do with the devolution.
During this devolution?
Yes. You don't do a devolution conference to promise how devolution is going to work. You bring a report card and say, for the 10 years of devolution, this county has been receiving 10 billion every financial year. It means we have 100 billion, 10 billion for 10 months.
Pesa mingi.
We have a lot of money that has come here. Almost $1 trillion for the last 10 years. This is what we have done. This is what we have done. This is what we have done as a devolved unit. Hausimami unasema eti wewe president, tunakushukuru umeleta vitu huku kwetu.
That's what they were saying.
Yes. I saw Moses Kajwang speak and I was...
What was Moses Kajwang saying?
You know, we thank you, President, that you decided to work for us and you are actually working for us.
For us? What is us?
So the us is the Luos in Homa Bay. Wala tuko na shida katika hii. Tuko na shida. Kama
but Wanga here has built some very shiny things down there.
Like what?
A big headquarter, and a big arboretum, and a big something where people can go and sing at the lake. You didn't see?
So people have no problem. What they need. So Wanga alikaa chini akaona watu wa Homa Bay hawahitaji mambo mingi. A shiny county headquarter and an arboretum. What are their livelihoods?
You know,
kuna mtu in Homa Bay who will not afford that arboretum for the next 20 years or 10.
I saw that office. It looked like State House. What?
930 million.
That's what a billion.
Almost a billion.
What is going on there?
It's a county headquarter.
With how many employees? Do we know?
I don't know how many employees.
So it's for what? How does it help the people of Homa Bay?
That's the question.
930 million.
Yes.
How many wells? Even if you decided to take just 5 million, how many dispensaries would you make? Would you build?
Do you know the effect of a billion in that country if it really went to something that can benefit the people? It will make a difference. You will see a difference of $1 billion. Kuna mahali ukichannel to 10,000 every month. 10,000 every month. Utaanza kuona changes in that place. Let me say, if you had a brother, ukaamua sasa kila mwezi unamtumia 10,000. Unamtumia 10,000. Monitor their progress in 6 months. You will see a progress.
Yes.
And these people are spending billions on things that are immaterial. Even the national government helped Wanga to build that office.
Give her
some money. You see? So when we talk about devolution, is it Devolution conference number ngapi? How many years?
I think this is
15th one.
This is the 15th. Oh, we have made a big step.
So when you look at devolved services, how are they being rendered? Are people really seeing the importance of devolution? Is it really impacting people in these the formerly marginalized areas? Because today, if you say that Turkana is a marginalized area, I will want to understand. How is it marginalized? County allocation inaendanga? Yes. Members of parliament from that area, do they get CDF? Yes. Hii maneno ya equalization fund, do they get? Yes. Women rep wa hiyo area anapata pesa ya basari? Yes. So what is marginalization then? How are you even marginalized? When we say, nasikianga, our little brothers say that we have been we've been put away from the political spectrum. And some people don't allow us to even flourish. You know, something I have identified in our brothers. We've been in this game for long. But we have a problem. We never sit down and interrogate, what did we do, us, before we even start blaming any other person, that made us lose this thing. Campaign after election, alafu Raila apoteze. Do we really sit down and think about the things that we did that led us to lose? No, we don't. We always blame other people. These people are the reason why we didn't get it. They stole. We let them steal. If they rigged us, where were we? We have the best brains in the country. The best. So I don't really get it when people say that some people are actually amassing a lot of everything and we are not getting anything. They say that a lot has been consolidated by Mount Kenya, and Mount Kenya has left almost nothing for other people. That's the narrative. They have media, they have all the banks, microfinances, transport sector, even good hospitals that are private. And we blame them for that. But in those good hospitals, who is the surgeon in that hospital?
A Luo.
Samuel Chieng. Who is the head of HR? Samuel Nyunyi. Ukiangalia, Mukamba ako hapo, Mutiso is the head of operations. We have brains. Why haven't we built our own hospital in this country? Like, as Kikuyus consolidate everything for themselves, what are we doing for ourselves? If they have been taking advantage of us, what have we been doing that they have been taking advantage of? If I take advantage of your illiteracy, you don't blame me for it. You go to school and make yourself literate so that you don't give me a chance to take advantage of you. That's what you should operate. Otherwise, victim mentality, the way Africans say we are poor because we were colonized. 60 years.
They say that we are in neo-colonization right now. Don't you agree?
Neo-colonization, that we have ourselves let it happen.
How? These people are strong, my friend. These people are strong. These people are white men. These people have guns. These people have the computers. We don't have computers. Have you seen yourself with a computer? Do you have a computer yourself? Do you have a watch, an Apple Watch? Do you have an Android phone? You don't.
It's them who make them. Nilikuwa nakwambia, there is a time, was it students from the UN?
Yes.
Who went to Israel? Mambo ya IT. They were shocked to see that a Kenyan was in charge of that plan.
The other day I saw a karaoke.
Yes. In Meta. We have very big brains out there. But even if you tell that karaoke to come here and work for us, atakwambia.
But also,
do you know why?
Did you go ahead?
It's because we don't know how to take good care of our people. A very good footballer anaenda kucheza na Gor Mahia, mnamuitisha sijui nini. Then some football club in London takes him. Ana change citizenship, anaanza kuchezea London. Sijui France. Then mnaanza kusema huyu mtu akona maringi. Akona maringi. When he needed you, you didn't. You didn't. Somebody has a clear talent. Tunaona huyu jamaa kweli anafaa.
Niliona picha ya mtu mwenye alikuwa amepeleka kitu mzuri sana to one of the banks. Akachezwa kabisa.
Yes.
Niliona nauza toilet paper kwa barabara.
Yeah. You know, this mahali wazungu wanatushindia. They know how to identify people with good brains among themselves and even abroad. So unakuwa hapa na a very good IT person.
Even when the US government is actually giving visas for people who want to immigrate to the United States, they ask for your CV.
Yes.
What have you done?
Yes.
What are you coming to bring to America? There is a boy that was injured here. He was a very good player for rugby, and he was injured, and the Kenyans couldn't even wangemtibu.
Mimi siwezi cheza hata hii game ya Kenya. If you break your leg, you will rot in the house.
You'll rot in the house?
Ulisoma hiyo kitabu ya Kidagaa Kimemwozea?
It's a Kenyan.
Kidagaa Kimemwozea iliandikwa na Ken Walibora.
Oh, Kidagaa Kimemwozea. Dagaa ni omena.
Ni omena. Unajua omena kuoza sio rahisi.
Yes.
So ili omena ioze, something is actually wrong. So hiyo kitabu Kidagaa Kimemwozea, there is a character there called Chwechwe Makweche the horsepower.
Chwechwe Makweche the horsepower.
Alikuwa anachezea timu ya, was it, I will remember the name, in that book.
Yes.
He broke his leg. A very good footballer. He retired in their village with no medication. No one remembered him after he broke his leg. How about these other countries? In France, you are a good footballer. You break your leg, they take you to the best hospitals.
Yeah. Somebody, I remember a national player, aligongwa mpaka hii kitu ikaenda hivi. The guy was playing after 1 year. Like a miracle.
You break your ankle. After 1 year, you are back in the field.
Yes.
Hapa Kenya jaribu hata kung'oka ngozi. That's a problem with most African countries. We don't know how to take advantage of ourselves, advantage of things. We like crying, victim mentality. Yes, we don't have money because America is taking advantage of us. Europe is taking everything. What did Indonesia do? Now that we started talking about empowerment.
Yeah.
How did the Asian tigers develop themselves? Were they dishing out motorbikes to young people? No.
Kwani lazima urudi huko kwa motorbike ukiongea mambo ya
Indonesia? Because in comparison, we want to be like those countries. We want to be like Singapore and Malaysia. We want to be like Helsinki, which in the last 1 year did not record even a single death because of a road accident. What did they do to get there? Because they started from somewhere. They didn't just get there. What are we doing? Have we started by dishing out motorbikes? It's an outdated module. Kibaki aliifanya 20 years ago. Sasa tunafaa kuwa tumegraduate to something else.
We should be dishing out computers.
Yes. Sasa tunafaa kuwa na a very vibrant IT hub in this country. In a way that kuna town ukienda, unajua huko ni watu wa IT. Why do you think we have congestion in Nairobi? Because it's the only city in this whole country that has a probability of giving you an opportunity.
Kila mtu amekuja huko.
Anakuja huko. Mtu ya mkokoteni anataka asukume mkokoteni wapi? Nairobi.
Ndani ya town.
Mtu ya masters anataka akae wapi? Nairobi. Mtu amefanya degree ya agriculture anatafuta kazi kwa ofisi Nairobi. Mtu anafanya kwa shamba. How do we solve that problem? If the government wanted to solve that problem, they would have solved it. Hawa watu si wajinga. They have very good brains. But they benefit from looking foolish. They benefit from switching off their brilliance. Then you primitively amass a lot of wealth without thinking about other people. I was giving you an idea of how we can decongest Nairobi. And people were making a lot of noise.
They made noise on our program?
I was saying it elsewhere. If you wanted to decongest Nairobi and develop the whole country, you don't even need to use a shilling. That's what my party leader and my presidential candidate are going to do when we get power. One, you think about decentralizing services from Nairobi. You can decide to say Nairobi should only have government offices. And say, if you have a casino, people who go to casinos are people with good money. We want all casinos, all of them. The best these big casinos, tunawataka nyinyi wote wapi? Kisumu. If you have a casino outside Kisumu, we are closing you. Look for somewhere in Kisumu and put up your casino. Do you know
it becomes a casino town.
Everyone will go to Kisumu who wants to play casino. Hotels will be built. Roads will improve. Traffic will grow. Good hospitals will have to sprout because people going there ni watu wenye pesa na anataka akisikia kuumwa na tumbo. He wants a good hospital. So even a real estate will sprout because they want to stay in good estates. So that forces you to even build good roads, social amenities. You have spurred growth in Kisumu. Then you come back and say, now, let's do this. All financial headquarters, all bank headquarters, ABSA, KCB, kila bank anaitaka Mombasa. Build bottom house hapa, Hama, Mombasa. Mombasa will develop just like Kisumu has. Because now every bank CEO is based where? In Mombasa. They want good estates. They want, everything will grow. Roads, every sector. Tourism. Vitu kama mutumba. Ufai kukuja na mutumba Nairobi. Nasema anything, fabric, kiatu, kofia. Hata ukiuliza mtu ni wapi naweza pata kiatu mzuri, anakuambia enda Nakuru. Enda Nakuru. Unaitaka in bulk, enda Nakuru. Hapa Nairobi utapata hawa ni watu wa kuuza vitu ndogo ndogo.
That is the shoe county.
Yes. You go to Nakuru, every type of clothes you find it there. Carpets, kila kitu. You have grown Nakuru without necessarily using any coin. Then you look for something else. Take it to Eldoret. Unaweza sema chakula uipeleke Kitale. Cereals, kila kitu, enda ununue Kitale. Huko ndo kuna go downs ya vitu zote. You will have to develop Kitale. Good roads will have to be there. People will have to stay there. Houses will be built. Good schools, because people need to take their children to good schools. Have you decongested Nairobi? Yes, because you don't have to come from Kisumu and stay in Mathare. No. You can just stay in Kisumu, and the opportunities you zenye zingepatikana Nairobi, they have been brought to you. Other towns kukutana na waziri. Hey, ndugu yangu, utakaa sana. Kuona tu waziri namna hii. So people come to Nairobi, that's where you can meet important people. But if you take important things out of Nairobi.
So we take the Ministry of Agriculture to Turkana.
Yes. Nairobi inakuwa, my idea was to make Nairobi a very expensive city to live in. Very expensive. In a way that if you don't make less than 5,000 in a day, you can't stay here.
How do you make that? How do you do that?
By doing what I've just told you.
Yeah, but how does that make it expensive?
Watu wangapi in Nairobi wanatengeneza 5,000 kwa siku? 5,000. Amekula shaku kila akona 1,000 ngapi? Ni wangapi?
Donakuliza, if you take those things out of Nairobi, how does that make Nairobi expensive to stay at?
Nairobi becomes expensive because it will remain with lucrative jobs.
Oh, yeah, I see. UN.
Yes. Yeah, UN.
European Union.
Yes.
The embassies.
Hata ukitembea kwa street Nairobi unaona, ai, ukitembea for 30 minutes uko kwa mguu, polisi anakuuliza, shida hapo ni nani? Who are you?
No wonder people were pissed off at you. You want to take them out of Githurai 45?
Yes.
Mali nyama ni 20 bob. Wewe una
watapeleka hiyo nyama huko outside Nairobi. Hii lifestyle unaenjoy Nairobi itakuwa Kisumu huko kwenu. We don't want a lot of congestion. Ati ukichelewa kutoka ukiwa Thika na unataka kuja Nairobi, unajua 5 ikikupata Thika utafika Nairobi saa 2 usiku. Juu ya jam, gari zinasonga hivi. Because everyone is in Nairobi. Kuna if someone who earns 30,000 in Nairobi, they have to commute to work every day and live in a rental house. If they earned the same in their own small town, they will do a lot with the 30,000.
Do you know that is what I want to do in my village? Yes. I'm building a digital library so that the people in the village can actually go there and do courses that do not require them to travel.
Yes.
They do them all on the computer. I have always fantasized with this idea for a very, very long time. Imagine somebody earning $300 in my village. That's about 40,000.
You will see the growth in that village. It will even if there are witches in that village, they will be confused.
This is too much for us.
Yes. Who do we bewitch here?
Yes. We can't bewitch the entire city. Who's going to sell us maragwe? Thank you very much, mister. You know, we did not talk about what we wanted to talk about.
Yes.
We will talk about it another time. Probably we go somewhere and then come back. All right, people of the internet, thank you very much. This is my friend Joakim Simiyu talking about how to make this country better. You know, we asked the government to make this country better in other ways.
You know, this government, as we close, thinks that when we say things that we are saying, they think we are against them and we hate the country. Some of us are in one term. Kuna mwingine ananiambia ati hii one term yenyu amwende nayo mahali. Mimi nikamwambia we are not in one term to go anywhere. We are in one term because of the love we have for the country. We don't want a few people amassing a lot and every other person wallows in poverty. And we have potential and capability to improve and create a country that everyone can be proud of. Kama Tanzania waliban non-Tanzanians kufanya biashara ndogo ndogo, why don't we do the same?
Ban them.
Yes. Sema Burundi akikuja hapa kuuza kahawa, auze kahawa yenye anaemploy watu 40.
Bwana, we can't do that in this country, bwana.
Why?
This country
Bona mchinese auze jag River Road.
Jag?
Si
wewe uuze jag?
Hapana, mchinese hafai kuja hapa auze hizo vitu ndogo. Anafaa kwa ameanzisha kampuni kubwa imeajiri watu wengi.
Okay.
Tunafaa tuwawekee hizo vikwazo. Hatusemi wasikuje.
Iliona wanauza TV.
Kama ni kitu kubwa, yes. Kama unakuja huku kutembeza chai usikuje.
Kutembeza
Kenyans can do that.
But Kenyans don't do it.
If there is no one else doing it, they do it.
I don't know whether hawatembezi chai.
Unajua ukienda kuishi kwa aunti yako. Kwa aunti yako mwenye unajua kwenyu ni maskini kuliko kwa aunti yako. Kuna kazi utakuwa unafanya kwa hiyo boma yenye watoto wako hawafanyangi. Lakini ukitoka watafanya. Wewe ndio utakuwa unapasua kuni, wewe ndio utakuwa unaenda kufunga ng'ombe because unajua kwenu mko na shida. So lazima ufanye auto tukazi to look useful so that you enjoy kwa aunti yako you will not miss lunch. But ukitoka hao watoto wake wenye wanajifanyanga hiyo kazi hawawezi fanya, they will do it. So hii kutembeza chai hapa tunajifanya hatuwezi tembeza juu we know we are better off than Burundi. If we put measures in place and make sure that a Burundian who comes here comes with a meaningful business idea, Wakenya itabidi watembeze chai because there will be no one else doing it.
But this is the spirit of Ubuntu.
Ubuntu is
Ubuntu. This is the spirit of Ubuntu.
Even in Ubuntu, it's a mutual relationship.
Okay.
It's not parasitism.
Okay.
Yes. What are we getting out of these so many people that have come into this country?
All right, people of the internet, this is an issue that we need to discuss later. Thank you very much for tuning in. We have a huge event coming up. The event is called Face the People.
Yes.
By Political Headache. We are going to have Kasmuel Makaure. We are going to have Joakim Simiyu.
Yes.
We are going to have Advice Mundalo. And we are going to have Odhiambo Otieno. And I'll be the moderator, Uduri Chagero. It is going to be happening here at the Shalom House. So please come.
Kenyans should be tuned. It will be fireworks.
Yes.
It's going to be smoky.
Do you have that thing? Until another episode. Bye for now.